Welcome to the basic orientation training. Now that you have received your VioWell device, the first thing you need to do is install the software. To install the VioWell software, you open your browser and type www.bio-well.com, go to the product section, and then click on software. Scroll down, choose your operating system, download the software, and follow the installation steps. This process should only take a few minutes. Make sure your laptop or desktop computer is updated to avoid any kind of issues during this installation. And you can install the software on multiple devices. Remember, one VioWell device or serial number is linked to a single cloud account. The second step is to create an account and choose a subscription. For that, you open your browser and visit www.bwacc.com or access this website through our VioWell official website by selecting or navigating to the product section and selecting subscription. Create an account by filling out your details, including a username and password, and these credentials will be used for logging into both your account and the VioWell software. To have it handy, I recommend to place a small sticker with your username and password on the base of your VioWell device. You choose your VioWell service subscription that suits you best. They can be daily, monthly, or yearly, and select your preferred payment option. Once done, you open your VioWell software, choose your language, and log in using your account details. And now you're ready to start the orientation training. When you order your VioWell 3.0, here is everything you will find in the box. The VioWell device, finger insert, calibration insert, cables, that will be the USB to USB-C cable, the USB-C to USB-C cable, banana cable, fabric napkin, the bag, passport, quick start guide, the accessories insert that can be recognized because of this symbol here, and a bag of filters. Details on when and how to use them, we will cover them in the certification training. Now that you have identified everything that you receive in the box, we can proceed to prepare the device, and for this we need to calibrate to create a baseline. When do we calibrate? At least once daily or every time you get to a new environment, or if the environmental conditions are different, or during significant barometric pressure changes like storms, etc. To calibrate, we need to clean the electrode or the glass inside the device. For this, we're going to remove the finger guard, use a cloth to wipe the electrode, but never spray any liquids inside. If there is any buildup, you can spray alcohol to the cloth and then clean the glass. Remember, we want to keep moisture out. Now we're going to conduct the calibration. For this, we're going to insert and lock the calibration unit and press calibration on the top left of the software. Once the calibration is done, we want to test our calibration, and for that, we're going to create a card in the left side of the software, and we're going to name it 1 calibration unit. You choose mail and leave the birthday day blank, and then click OK. Under this card, we're going to do a stress scan. Once you click on it, you press Scan and Analyze, and we will get these results in the Parameters tab. To test this calibration, we are going to focus only in the energy results. The range we want to see is 57 to 62 if you're using the BioWell 3.0. If you're still using BioWell 2.0, we want to see a range from 60 to 65. If the energy results are not within that range, you can repeat the process of calibration, starting from cleaning the electrode and following the steps of the calibration, and then to test the calibration with a stress scan until you get a good range. Normally it takes a few seconds to do calibration and test, but it can take longer time if there are changes in the environment or if you haven't used the device for a long time. If the results of your calibration test are within the range, the device is ready. We also need to prepare the patient or client before taking scans. It is recommended to be standing up during the scans. Avoid wearing watches, jewelry, or electronic devices like smartwatches. No scans with pacemakers, electronic implants, or after recent heart attacks. No freshly washed hands, or at least wait 20 minutes after washing hands. No food intake within 90 to 120 minutes before the scan. And for sweaty fingers, we wipe the fingers between the scans. We don't do scans during menstruation and 2 days before and after the period. And short nails are highly recommended to do the scans. Now that you or your patient or client is ready, we can conduct our first full scan. Ideally, make sure your setup is comfortable. Any cell phone should be in airplane mode or keep them away from the device. The person being scanned should be in the stand-up position. Make sure they are comfortable and not in any awkward position during the whole process. You can use a tall desk or have a person hold the device with one hand. However, make sure the device remains connected during the scan. For ladies with long nails, they can carefully hold the device and angle the box to avoid touching the glass with their nails. Now in the software, you create a card with a person's name, birthday, and sex. Then press full scan and begin scanning, starting with the right hand and the right thumb. For finger placement, our goal is to capture a 45-degree angle of the finger. We focus on the area between the pad and the fingertip, not only the nails or fingerprints or just the tip. To scan, we place each finger on the electrode, making sure that the finger makes contact with the glass without pressing too hard. We aim to position the finger in the middle and center of the electrode. The pressure should be consistent across all fingers. We can compare the pressure with other fingers, keeping in mind we want to have matching fingers. Now repeat this process for each finger. And I want to show you some examples of what we want to avoid. For example, in this one, we can see nails, or fingerprints, or too much pressure, or not enough pressure. And in this one, we have to correct the lips. In this other one, the positioning of the finger is too high and some of the emissions are being cut off. And also we can have too much light. To make corrections or positioning of the finger, we can use our image editor or image cleaning to remove the artifacts caused by moisture or light, or to adjust the ellipse. It's like a Photoshop for BioWell. Other way is to retake the scans until you have good images, and once it's done, you can click Analyze to complete the scan. Now that you have your first full scan, I'm going to teach you how to send scans to other BioWell users. You select the scan or experiment you want to send and click on this little arrow symbol and type the username of the person you want to send the experiment. Let's take a quick tour of the software and navigate on each of the tabs. We want to start identifying common patterns in the scans, and for this, ideally, we want to take a minimum of 4 scans to compare. In the Analysis tab, we can see information about the stress and energy levels, also organs disbalance and the balance between the left and the right hemisphere of the brain. In the area diagram, we see how much energy is going through the system. In the Energy Diagram tab, we see the energy reserve that the person has to adapt. In the Balance View tab, we see the energy balance of each organ related to the sympathetic and parasympathetic view. For example, in here, when we have more than 7 bars light up, we can prioritize the nervous system. In the Energy Field tab is the visual representation of how the energy is being distributed in the body. In the Chakras tab, we can see the alignment of the psycho-emotional aspects of this person, including the energy centers and how their thoughts and emotions are connected to their current lifestyle. In here, we can also create a personalized therapeutic zone file to help balance the nervous system. You also have the option to choose from different views. The Yin Yang tab is based on the Chinese medicine perspective, where we focus on the main 12 meridians and the energy flow within each meridian. This can be a very powerful tool for traditional Chinese medicine practitioners. However, if you're not familiar with the language of Chinese medicine, you can learn more by clicking on each meridian, and a full description will appear at the bottom of the screen. The Organs Energy tab is where you can see more detailed information about the energy of organs and systems, and what system or organ has low and high energy and their values. In the Biorhythm tab, we can see based on the date of birth provided in the BioWell scan, how the cycles, the natural cycles, influence our physical, emotional, and mental energy. You can select the amount you want to calculate, and the red line represents the physical energy, the green line represents the emotional energy, and the blue line represents the mental energy. In the Fingers tab, we can go sector by sector and recheck for patterns. And our newest tab, Lifestyle, where it shows 6 spheres of life that influence our stress, energy, and balance levels. That is the physical activity, nutrition, psychology, hormonal activity, regime of the day, and environment. So when you make a full scan, the BioWell software will automatically calculate how close you are to 100% or optimal condition in each sphere of life. The sphere with the lowest value should be your current priority for that person. With all this information, you can create a personalized report as a PDF file and customize or adjust the report with your logo and information and send it to your clients if you like, so they can have it as a reference along with their personalized MP3 sound file. I encourage you to practice taking scans of yourself, your family, and your friends using what you have learned in this basic orientation. Please read the manual, write down any questions you have, and I look forward to seeing you at our next certification training.